So before you actually use your things to start grinding out the event, this is actually a more efficient way of using those entry tickets. So you just start the run, and then you press sail, and then you press dock. And then that gives you random resources like time skippers, topping pieces, crystals, and most importantly, treasure tickets. And I think I've done 3 runs of just full docking, and every run has given me 14 treasure tickets. And you only lose 50 gold bars compared to getting a 10 million run. So with that strategy, you just do you only get 280 gold bars per run. But look at that. That took me literally 50 seconds, and that gave me 14 treasure tickets, which is worth 840 mileage. That's actually an insane amount for free. And you only give up on 50 gold, because as you saw, I got 280 gold compared to the maximum 330 of the Voyage. So yeah, do that. It's so much easier, and it gives actually more resources. But anyway, holy crap, we got a math game mode. But anyway, here's the guide on how to do the Voyage. Cool. So first of all, before you start anything, you need to load this up with preferably these things, the spyglasses and the maps. You can load it up with other stuff, but you actually use everything else on that list, even Aurora mats. If you're new to the game, you might be struggling with Aurora mats if you're focusing on production like me. But anyway, yeah, and then you're gonna need to select a captain. I've been told, according to Doug Pro over on Discord, that Candy Diver is the best if you don't have the Seafarers Awakened, since you get the durability loss decrease, and then you go up to 1200 durability, which is a lot easier than getting the new cookies to 1A, since Candy Diver is available in the mileage and available in the master mode to farm soul cores for. But yeah, if you have the new cookies raised to 1 Ascension, I believe they should be the best, even without the set effect. But yeah, I do have quite a lot of thoughts on this game mode, so I might make a just honest update review video, because I have a lot of things that are good to say about it, and one very bad thing to say about it. So when you start your voyage, you'll be welcomed with max durability, depending on whatever your max durability is. Your trade coins, which is 15,000 as long as you load the ship before entering, and a request. So what requests do is that if you give a specific good, a specific super good, sorry, to a specific island, you'll get a lot of coins. But what are super goods and whatever? So that's where we have the trade goods. So we have these normal goods and these special goods. These normal goods are available to buy and sell everywhere with varying prices. Meanwhile, these special goods are only available in one specific island. So you can only get these fruit baskets from the farm island. You can only buy these melty froyos from the ranch island and whatnot. And then you might notice that there's these arrows and highlighted numbers and stuff. So what do they mean? So let's take this orange for example. A blue highlighted number means that that island is the cheapest place you can buy it. And a red highlighted number means that's the cheapest place you can sell it. So you want to be looking for either highlights, and you want to keep in mind that buy when it's blue and sell when it's red. These arrows are there to indicate whether or not the price is below or above the average price across all islands. Let's talk about the islands. We have 6 islands, all evenly spaced around each other, about 4 tiles away from each other, and you start at the center. Now what you want to try to do is that you want to path your movement to go through as many islands as possible, while buying low and selling high to make as much profit as possible while you're actually going through your path. Because the point of the game is to get as many coins as possible, which gives you 100 points per coin. So let's talk about the movement. Each movement costs 100 durability. If I move there, it'll cost 100. And then if I move 4 tiles, that'll cost me 400. And you have 18 moves per chapter, or I like to call it a phase. And then every time a phase changes, that means all of the prices here, they get reset, they get lowered, the stock goes up, phase changes are good, but that means you can only plan for your current phase change because you don't know how cheap or expensive your goods are going to be on the next phase change. Then let's talk about the special tiles because it's not just ocean here. We have the rocks where you can't move through. You physically cannot move to these rocks. And then you have bottles which have requests as well as trade coins. Requests are, as
Also,
I
phase
said,
changes
you
give
give a
you a
specific
request.
good to a specific island which gives you massive resources. Then you have these chests which repair 350 durability, which is very, very good. And then you have pirate ships which aren't, yeah, this pirate ship over here, where if you go through it, then you have to flip 3 coins and you get deducted 500 coins per tails you land. And then we have whirlpools where you flip 3 coins, and then for every tails you get, you actually lose a turn from your phase, which can be a good thing if you've planned around it, because that means you get to push to the next phase, and overall, a phase increase increases stock and decreases prices, which means you're getting more profit per durability. So it's a good thing, but it's also RNG, so it makes it difficult to plan around. And then these storms reduce your health by 350, or sorry, 300, so never ever do that. It costs less than 300 durability to take a detour. About general strategy. So first, each island is exactly 4 tiles away from adjacent islands, and you have 18 movements
And the bush
per
stuff
phase. That means
is
you
not
can
as bad. It's minus
move
150
through
durability, but
4
still,
islands
it only costs 100 durability to take a detour.
within each phase. And then because it's 18 turns, that means you can, well, you have to do 2 detours to make up all that 18 turns because you want to end on an island, because when the phase changes, that means you refresh all of the prices. So if you end on an island, buy out some really cheap stuff, and then the phase changes, it's really likely that you're going to turn a profit on a few things, as well as you're able to buy out even more potentially cheap stuff that the island has. Now, you will actually want to route your entire journey before starting. You can min-max everything and then try to think of every possible combination that grants you the most amounts of coins. But that's too time consuming, and you need to do this 5 times a day. And let's be honest, we're all just going to do a decent run 1 or 2 days before the event ends anyway. So yeah, you need to plan through which islands you want to go through and how you're going to go through it. And along the route, you want to just pick up the cheap stuff and then sell the expensive stuff, and then think about when you should sell it. Maybe if I'm going fishing, artisan, gem, if I'm buying a bunch of stuff on fishing, I need to think, oh, could I maybe sell it on artisan and then flip a better item? Or do I just buy some stuff in fishing, buy some stuff in artisan, and then sell all of it on gem because the prices on gem is higher than the prices on artisan? But generally, just prioritize trying to buy stuff to sell to the next island, which then lets you have more money to buy more stuff to sell to the next island. That's about the general gist of it.